Anyway, let's get to another video dono here. We've got the future president by someone who dropped 6 beers on this one. And they said this is the future president. So let's take a look at it. What is this crap? Oh, no, not this fucking Vivek Ramaswamy asshole. We just heard him take a dirty yellow bubbly piss with no shame on stream, for fuck's sake. Top 5 moments. I gotta hear this.
That's what people need to know. Nikki is corrupt. This is a woman who will send your kids to die so she can buy a bigger house.
Yeah, but at the same time there, Vivek Ramaswamy, even though Nikki Haley might be a little bit, war hawkish, and you're claiming that she will send you your children to die at war, unlike you, Mr. Big Pharma, Mr. Soros-funded piece of shit, you have, I wouldn't be surprised if this guy became president, that not only would he shut down the entire country just like Trump because he sucks Trump's schlong head, but he would also make the argument that all these vaccines and everything that Big Pharma is doing is good for you. So, yeah, that's one strike, all right? Fucking dumbass Vivek. Speaking truth to power.
You want somebody who's going to speak truth to power.
What truth?
Vote for somebody who's going to...
Dude, all this guy does is say abstract nothings, just like a fucking Democrat. The way this guy speaks and the vernacular and the vocabulary that he uses is no different than Anthony fucking Weiner. This fucking idiot reminds me just like Anthony fucking Weiner.
Speak the truth to you. Why am I the only person on the stage, at least, who can say that January 6th now does look like it was an inside job? That the government lied to us for 20 years about Saudi Arabia's involvement in 9/11? That the Great Replacement Theory is not some grand right...
Yeah, Trump, well, with the exception of the January 6th stuff, Trump said all this bullshit. Trump said, hey, we got to know the Saudi involvement until Saudi gave him a bunch of money, and then he dropped that bullshit.
Conspiracy theory, but a basic statement of the Democratic Party's platform, that the 2020 election was indeed stolen by big tech, that the 2016 election, the one that Trump won for sure, was also one that was stolen from him by the national security establishment that actually put up the Trump-Russia collusion hoax that they knew was false. There's a
well, look, dude, I'm not too sure if that's false. For whatever reason, even as this guy is no longer the president, I mean, what does Putin have on fucking Donald Trump for Donald Trump to suck this guy's cock? I don't fucking understand it. I mean, the fucking guy, Vladimir Putin, has been a president of fucking Russia since 1999. It is about to be 2024. So I don't understand why it is that Trump gives all this fucking respect to Putin. I don't fucking get it. I mean, I'm not saying that you shouldn't discuss things and have some kind of diplomatic channel open. I certainly don't agree with what the fuck Trump is doing and sucking the schlong head of Vladimir Putin.
Reason why I'm the only person on the stage who can say these things. That's what it's going to take, not people who are licking his boots one time and now Monday morning quarterbacking and criticizing him when it's convenient. This is a very personal issue to our family. I wanted to take actually a minute to recognize my wife who's here today. Badass surgeon. She did a bunch of cases with cancer survivors earlier today, flew here to be tonight. We'll be back at 7 a.m. in Columbus, Ohio tomorrow, taking care of those patients in the OR. And on the front lines of people who have actually not swallowed for years. And here's what's something that's awful that's happening in our healthcare system.
I mean, that looks like Humma Abedin.
They'll pay for anything like feeding tubes, doctors to be pill pushers, but for the procedures that can actually make these patients better, we have a broken healthcare system that doesn't pay for it. My wife Apoorva, in many cases, does not get paid for those procedures. She does them anyway because it's the right thing to do. But that does
bullshit.
Not work system-wide. So here's the answer. We don't have a healthcare system in this country. We have a sick care system.
Now, I agree with this 100%, but Vivek Ramaswamy, you're a part of this system. All right? You have he's a pharmaceutical company guy. I mean, you understand that's how he made his fucking money, right? Is peddling pharmaceuticals. So this guy is telling us that, yeah, we have a sick care as opposed to health care. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, this guy isn't going to get rid of the big pharma stronghold that they have over our health. We don't need this many medications, folks. All right? It's only until the past 30 years that we have seen this onslaught of pharmaceuticals being peddled and pushed on the American public. And it's getting younger and fucking younger as well.
We need to start having diverse insurance options in a competitive marketplace that cover...
How about fuck insurance, you fucking stupid shithead? The insurance company and this whole Obamacare shit is the whole reason why we got here. It's the whole reason why we have this sick care, you dumb shithead, is because we attached patient-side health insurance to health care. And you know, folks, people ask, well, Ghost, what are we supposed to do? Are we supposed to have a private health care? Yes, that's what we're supposed to. And I'll tell you that we've already had this instance show that the privatized model of healthcare will actually work. Take a look at the goddamn plastic surgery or the augmentation industry. I mean, it went from, tummy tucks and facelifts to boob jobs and ass lifts and ass injections and all this other shit by demand, by the private sector, by the private people. Same with the eye care industry. I mean, it wasn't until recently the insurance got into eye care and dental care. But prior to that, you had to pay out of pocket. And guess what? That industry has changed from, we've got glasses. We've got those fucking lenses that turn into sunglasses out in the sun, to now we have LASIK eye surgery. We can turn most people into 20/20 vision. And that was out of the privatized demand. Same thing with the dental industry. I mean, why do you think we have all these cosmetic dental procedures like crowns and veneers and, those fucking implants, the whole bullshit? So for this guy to be peddling the insurance, this shows that this fucking piece of shit is down with Big Pharma, because what does the insurance really pay for? They pay for the pharmaceuticals. Because if you were just paying for the care, it wouldn't cost this much.
Actual health, preventative medicine, diet, exercise, lifestyle, and otherwise. And here's how we deliver that. End the antitrust exemptions for health insurance companies. That's where the competitive marketplace begins. That's crony capitalism, and that's the answer.
Your boy Obama created that. The guy you quoted in the first Republican debate, Vivek.
Experience is not the same as foreign policy wisdom. I want everybody at home to know that I was the first person to say we need a reasonable peace deal in Ukraine. Now a lot of the neocons are quietly coming along to that position, with the exceptions of Nikki Haley and Joe Biden, who still support this, what I believe is pointless war in Ukraine.
It doesn't matter if it's a pointless war, Vivek, you stupid, dumb fucking shithead. All right, the point of supplying money and supplies to Ukraine is to diminish the superpower capability of Russia. And as I stated, ever since the beginning of this conflict, the CIA and America doesn't give a shit who wins this fucking war. All we care about is that I'm talking the Russians, are completely depleted economically, socially, politically, and definitely on a superpower status. So give me a fucking break.
And I think those with foreign policy experience, one thing that Joe Biden and Nikki Haley have in common is that neither of them could even state for you.
I mean, what are you talking about? Russia is no longer a superpower because we helped Ukraine. All right, they're no longer a superpower. They're never going to be the same, at least for the next 100 years. They're never going to be the same.
3 provinces in eastern Ukraine that they want to send our troops to actually fight for. Look at that. This is what I want people to understand. These people she has no idea what the hell the names of those provinces are, but she wants to send our sons and daughters and our troops and our military equipment to go fight it. So reject this myth that they've been selling you, that somebody had a cup of coffee stint at the UN and then makes $8 million after, has real foreign policy experience. It takes an outsider to see this through. Look at the blank expression. She doesn't know the names of the provinces that she wants to actually fight for. And there's her puppet masters right there. The donors right there that are playing her like the puppet master.
Now, unfortunately, he's absolutely right. I mean, Nikki Haley doesn't know her ass from her elbow. And I don't know why the establishment GOP is backing up this stupid dingbat. I have no idea.
I'll use this to just address a topic we didn't talk about tonight, but I think is one of the most important topics that needs to be discussed. That is this climate change agenda that is shackling this country like a set of handcuffs. I said it at the first debate, and I stand by it. The climate change agenda is a hoax because it has nothing to do with the climate. That's what we have to see.
This is true.
Reduction in the
This
climate
is true.
disaster-related deaths in the last century. 8 times as many people are going to die of cold temperatures this year than warm ones. Yet against that backdrop, there's an issue coming up in Iowa. It's core to Iowa farmers. I met Kim Junker, Kathy Stockdale, and other farmers who are about to have a carbon capture pipeline built across their land using eminent domain.
Carbon capture? What the fuck? Carbon capture?
COVID was bad.
I mean, don't these fucking idiots on the Green New Deal or climate change fucking morons recognize that when NASA looks into the sky or looks into the stars, how they identify a planet suitable for life is if it has water and carbon dioxide. That's an element, believe it or not. Jeez.
Coming with this climate agenda is far worse.
And
We
oxygen,
should not
but
be
still.
bending the knee to this new religion. That is what it is.
We would not be able to have oxygen if we didn't have living organisms that breathed in our goddamn CO2. Our CO2 is, you know what the natural filter is for carbon dioxide? Trees, plants. All right, I mean, I don't know if they don't teach this in school anymore, but that's nature's natural filter. What we breathe out, the plants breathe in, and they release oxygen, you fucking dumb fucking morons. I can't stand you idiot people.
Substitute for a modern religion. We are flogging ourselves and losing our modern way of life.
All right, I'm done. I've already done 4 minutes of this idiot. All right, thanks a lot. All right, we appreciate that, someone. All right?